I'm Kristin Stampini with StampTV, and today I'm going to talk about empty nesters. Sell the place they already call home. So if you're an empty nester or going to be an empty nester who needs to downsize or move into another home more suitable for your glorious retirement years, this is just for you. Of home sellers, you may be discovering that after years of non-stop kids in and out of your house, suddenly you can hear a pin drop over the quiet hum of the refrigerator. So the years ahead are exciting ones to look forward to, and to may be time for you to move as well. If you find yourself in this situation, you're in the vast and good company of many of thousands of hundreds of thousands of people. And what that means is that there are many wonderful opportunities for you to create this new chapter in your life. If you know what it takes to get the most out of the equity of your home that you've built up in your current home, that's awesome. So to help you understand the issues involved in making such a move and to avoid the most common and costly mistakes most empty nesters make, watch this video up until the end to help you identify and plan for the move ahead. Selling your home is one of the most important steps in your life. I will share some tips from our 9-step system that will give you tools you need to maximize your profits, maintain control, and reduce the stress that comes with the home selling process. First, know why you're selling and keep it to yourself. It's important. The reasons behind your decision to sell affect everything from setting a price to deciding how much time, money to invest in getting your home ready for sale. What's more important to you is the money you walk away with, the length of time your property is on the market, or both. You have to decide what's most important to you. Different goals will dictate different strategies of selling your home. However, don't reveal your motivation to anyone else, or they may use it against you at the negotiating table. When asked, simply say that your housing needs have changed. That's it. Second, do your homework before setting a price. So, settling on offering price shouldn't be done lightly. Once you've set your price, you've told buyers the absolute maximum they have to pay for your home. But pricing it too high is as dangerous as pricing it too low. If you price it right, or even a little bit low, you may get multiple offers. Remember that the average buyer is looking at up to 15 to 20 homes at the same time that they are considering your home. This means that they have a basis for comparison, and if your home doesn't compare favorably with others in the price range that you've set, you won't be taken seriously by prospects or even by agents. And as a result, your home may sit on the market for a long time, which will bring the price down. And knowing this, new buyers will think there must be something wrong with your home because it's been on the market so long. Third, find a good real estate agent to represent your needs. Very important. Nearly 3/4 of homeowners claim that they wouldn't use the same realtor who sold their last home. Dissatisfaction boils down to usually poor communication or no communication at all, which results in not enough feedback, lowering pricing, strained relationships, etc. And fourth, maximize your home's selling potential. Each year, corporate America spends billions on product and packaging, design. Appearance is critical, and it would be foolish to ignore this when selling your home as well. So remember that. You may not be able to change your home's location or floor plan, but you can do either a little or a lot to improve its appearance. Curb appeal is important. Make sure when they pull up to the house, it looks awesome. The look and feel of your home generate a greater emotional response than any other factor. And before showing, clean it like you've never cleaned before, deep cleaning it. Pick it up, straighten it out, declutter, scrub, dust, fix everything. No matter how insignificant it may appear to you, present your home to get a wow response from prospective buyers, which will also get you the highest price. Allow the buyers to imagine themselves living in your home and the decision to buy a home based on emotion, not logic. Most do, okay, except for investors a lot of the time. Make it easy for the prospects to get information on your home and to also see your home very easily. You may be surprised to know that some marketing tools that most agents use to sell your home, for example, traditional open house. Actually, a traditional open house only gets 1% of a buyer to buy your home. 99% of them do not buy your home through an open house. So a traditional open house. So make sure your agent knows how to do other things besides traditional open houses. So there is so much to do in marketing to sell your home for top dollar. And you want to make sure that you are watching and looking, researching the agents. So fifth, know your buyer. In the negotiation process, your objective is to control the pace and set the duration. What is your buyer's motivation? Does he or she need to move quickly? Does he or she have enough money to pay your full asking price? Do they have enough money to put down on escrow? Knowing this information gives you the upper hand in the negotiation because you know how far you can actually go to get what you want, highest price, top dollar. And six, don't move out before your home is sold. So in an empty nester, studies have shown that it's more difficult to sell and homes don't sell as much when they're vacant. And also what it does is it shows potential buyers that you're already moved out. So you're gonna take your house price probably down because you're more motivated to sell. So if you move, you're also telling them that. And so if you don't have to move, stay in the home and then sell it while you're living there. Okay, this usually will give you top dollar more often, okay? So for this full 9-step system, I just touched on a couple of them, please reach out to us with our information that's provided below. And if you like the video, thumbs up please. Comment, ask questions, click on that bell icon, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me today.